could disappoint the liberals too. He refused to allow some married men to be ordained in remote areas, such as the Amazon. More women took senior Vatican roles, but not as many as progressives wanted. Most of the sexual abuse crimes that shook the church took place before Francis's election, but he had to fix the damage. 2018 was a bad year. Francis had to apologize for grave mistakes after he defended a Chilean bishop accused of sex crimes against minors. He later sent an investigator. And US Cardinal Theodore McGarrick became the first cardinal defrocked for sex abuse. In 2019, Francis summoned church leaders to a summit and issued a landmark decree, making bishops accountable for sexual abuse or for covering it up, and abolishing pontifical secrecy for abuse cases. For victims groups, though, it was all too little, too late. Jorge Mario Bergoglio was the grandson of Italians who emigrated to Argentina during the Depression. He was born in Buenos Aires in 1936. He was the head of the Jesuit order during the dictatorship in the 70s and 80s, during which thousands of suspected leftists were kidnapped and killed. The Vatican has denied accusations by critics in Argentina, but he stayed silent and failed to protect two priests who didn't. His papal name came from Francis of Assisi, the saint associated with concern for the poor. Pope Francis renounced luxurious apartments at the Vatican for a modest hotel he never moved out of, setting an example for cardinals who instead lived like princes. He sent the bulletproof Popemobile off to a museum and was driven round in a car with few security features. Followers touched by tragedy or problems might pick up the phone to hear, "This is Francis." He was dubbed the Cold Call Pope. Pope Francis enjoyed international prestige. He spoke out for refugees and criticised countries that shunned migrants. Under his watch, the Vatican and the United Nations teamed up on climate change, and he published a landmark encyclical calling for a break from fossil fuels in 2015. The Pope, as leader of the 1.4 billion member Roman Catholic Church, is usually careful about taking sides